Oh, it's not Sunday. Yes, I'm a day late, but hello everyone and happy Monday. Happy President's Day. So excited for all of this today. I'm excited because I had a day off, so I got a lot done. But today we have a purpose. Today we are going to talk about why do we not have any energy. And I know this is something that everybody struggles with. So first I'm going to do just some check because I'm using my new microphone. I want to make sure. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, if you can see me and everything. I think this time it's going to be okay. I think I figured out what the problem was. I literally wasn't close enough. So now we've got the big microphone in the thing here, but that's okay. So if you don't know who I am, I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Denise Marie Nichols. I'm with One Unique You and Cooking in Karma. And as I start out, I always start out with my pinned comment here, which is if you would like some Monday morning inspiration, which I sent this morning, just text inspo to the number provided, or you can say inspo in the comments, and then I will get back to you, and I will get those. Monday morning inspirations to you. Also, every Friday I send a seasonal healthy recipe to your inbox, and if you want that, just say recipes, and then I'll contact you on that one, and I'll get you on our recipe email list. I cannot wait for this Fridays. I told you I was busy today, so it was a fun one to do. So, on to what we are doing today. So, I was doing some research. I personally am struggling with lack of energy. And, when I struggle with stuff, I assume most other people are struggling too. So, I was doing my research. And what I found out is kind of surprising. So, I'm going to give some whys. And the first one here is sleep. Yeah, I know. It's not that we're always even necessarily sleepy. What we tend to do is we tend to have not good sleep, restless sleep, and between worries and TV, social media, we don't get good sleep. So either we're not going to bed on time or our sleep is restless. So that is definitely one of the reasons why we're feeling like sapped, lack of energy kind of thing going on. What I've noticed is that in my research, if you're stressed out, that's the second one. If you're stressed out, that is also a huge, huge thing with lack of energy. Mind is always going. Get these stats. If you have mild stress, you are probably feeling lack of energy about 2 days a week. If you have moderate stress, you are probably lacking energy 3 days a week. And if you have extreme stress, you are lacking energy 4 or more days a week. And if you've experienced any of these levels of stress, I'm pretty sure that, you can say, yep, that's about right. So this stress that we are all going through, whether it be, I won't go into the whys. We all know why. These days are stressful. They are way more stressful than what our grandparents went through and our great-grandparents went through. And depending on your age, even what our parents went through. Every generation goes through stress, but this particular season of our lives, we are going through a lot more stress. So the stress that we're going through is sapping us of our energy, I'm sad to say. The other one that I tend to look to a lot is food. Believe it or not, food is an enormous cause of stress. Food is an enormous cause of lack of energy. And the reason for that is twofold. Number one, the foods out there, the ones with the chemicals, they do not provide us with the nutrients that we need. So, our bodies, as miraculous as they are, because they are, our bodies are machines, and they need to be fueled like a machine and fueled well. And unfortunately, here, what we're finding is the foods that we go to grab, the processed foods, the quickie foods, the fast foods, all those things, they're all either laden with chemicals that are affecting all of our mitochondria, all of our cells, all of our systems, and that is helping us not have energy, or they don't even have nutrients in it. So I'm going to ask you, challenge you, if you are a canned vegetable or fruit purchaser, check the back of the can. I was a big can purchaser because why? A, they're cheaper. B, you can buy a ton of them and you just keep them in for whenever you need them, right? And you just pull them out. They don't need to be frozen or in the refrigerator. They don't go bad. They're just sitting in a can. And I remember this distinctly because my kids were little. And I just started to become aware of this stuff. And I was looking at my cans and all I saw on the label for nutrients was 0, 0, 0, 0. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've been giving my kids canned this, beans, corn, whatever, all the veggies. I thought I was being the best mom, the best wife, right? You're like, I'm giving my kids the veggies. And then I looked at the cans and there was not a single nutrient in it. I mean, if there was, it was like 1%, or there was salt, of course. So, the things we are eating that we may think are good are also not good. Not to mention the whole foods. So, we're talking about eating well and eating a whole food diet. That is also a problem. Now, that is the one you should go for. But the problem is that our soil isn't even as nutritious as it was 50 years ago. And what that means is that the fresh tomatoes that we're eating, even if they're organic, okay, it doesn't matter. Even if they're organic, the lettuces, the tomatoes, just all the veggies, and we think we're doing good, and we are. It's the best choice we have right now. Our soil doesn't even have the nutrients it used to. So when we are eating that tomato doesn't have as many nutrients in it. It's not as nutrient dense as our parents' or grandparents' tomatoes were. I know. I know. It's very disappointing. You're thinking, well, why am I bothering? It's still the top tier, okay? It is still the top tier of what to do to help us with energy. If you're in, I will discuss at the end the You Are Well group, and I will have some thoughts and ideas on that one. But food is definitely an energy sapper because we are not getting the energy nutrients that we need to thrive, to be honest. The other one is a sedentary lifestyle. That I think we all know. And no matter, even if you have your gym days and your workout days and your yoga days, now there's people who are, and that's great. I'm kind of more discussing the average man or woman, I guess. A lot of people, they either work at home. We all drive everywhere. You drive to the store, we drive to work, right? There's TV watching, there's phone watching. Being on your phone all the time. If you're in the Midwest, you are less apt to go walking around in the wintertime because it's cold. So all of these things do help us be more sedentary. So that, believe it or not, you would think that not moving would be like, well, I'm going to have energy because I haven't done a lot today. But actually, no. Not moving makes you more tired. Moving makes you tired, or moving, boosts your energy. That's why there's certain exercises or yoga positions and postures that you would do in the morning versus doing at night, because some will calm you down and some will wake you up. So definitely being sedentary and not doing any of this can sap our energy. We just don't feel like getting up, right? These days, while it's wonderful because we have so much technology and we know so much and we're learning, even me, I'm always I'm almost done finally with this book I've been reading and just all the things. We use our brains a lot, and that's awesome, right? We're evolving. This is good. But the problem with that is while we're using our brains so much, we are just not using our bodies as much. And that is what is causing some of this lack of energy, because we're just not. The final one is, it's a big umbrella, and I won't get into detail about it, but our mental health. It's not just the stress. There's depression. There's just really, depression is the big one. And even if you're mildly depressed, that will totally sap your energy. So, watching the news, financial difficulties, that causes stress, and it can also which stress can cause depression. So depression, do you ever just be sitting on, the couch or at the kitchen table or something, and you just didn't want to move? And a lot of us, that can last a really long time. Like, it's not a moment, and it may not even just be a day. For many people, it's lasting, especially right now in the world we live in. You just feel like, what am I doing? What's going on? I just don't, why bother, right? So mental health is also a reason for sapping energy. So I just wanted to go through a few of these things. And you're like, okay, thanks, Denise. You just told us what's going on and the why. I will be doing a part 2 video on the tips on things that we can do to help increase our energy. And it kind of has the things I stated before. But if you want them sooner, I have a Facebook community called You Are Well. And it's a group of women that are together, and we just want to improve our health, which will improve our lives, right? When you feel good, you feel happier, and you tend to do more. So this week we are doing energy and how to boost it. So every day I'm giving a little something that will help us start increasing our energy. And some of them, I love my group, I'll be honest. I love it. It is like mini classes in a group. So if you've been in the groups these days, I don't know, some groups use these, some don't, but there's a guides section. And in the guide section, it organizes topics. So there is an entire challenge I did on sleep. So if you think that not getting a good night's sleep might be a reason why you are having your energy sapped, I have a guide for that. If you think that stress is a reason why you are not getting enough sleep, I have a guide for that. If you think that not eating the right food is causing it, I have a guide for that. And I have a course coming out for that. Cross your fingers. Hopefully within the next 2 or 3 weeks it will be published. There's guides for all sorts of things. So besides wanting inspo or recipes, if you're not already in the group and you would like to be a part of that group, and I'm streaming in the group as well, so hello group, please just comment, group, or I'd like to invite me or something like that, and I will get you in the group, because I really like this week. I really like every week, but I have been feeling super sapped. Super lack of energy due to mostly all of the above. But I think also midwinter, the energy should be coming along with some of the tips that when I give tips, then I'm like, yep, I got to do that. I got to do it. So I'm helping myself as well. And so it's just going to be a really good week of energy boosters helping us, because when we have more energy, we can do more of the things we like. It's not just like, well, great, I get to, I didn't finish the laundry and I was just too tired, I didn't feel like it. No, I'm not talking about that stuff. Like, yeah, you'll have more energy to do it, but you'll also knock that stuff out really fast. When your mitochondria is being fed the energy that it needs to provide the rest of your tissues and muscles with energy, then you will also be in a better mood. And when you're in a better mood, you radiate that positive energy, which radiates around to your family and friends. And it's harder, I've noticed, for people to be crabby around happy people. So you will be the happy person, and people around you won't be able to help themselves but to be happy as well. And isn't really that is the main goal of everything we talk about, love and fear. I talk about it all the time, and all emotions stem from love and fear. And wouldn't it be lovely if you had that energy where you could feel that love, where you could radiate love to those around you, and then therefore they will feel it too, and that brings happy. Happy falls under the love side. So if you would like any of these things, just let me know. I'd be happy to invite you. I'm super excited about this week, and it's going to be great. So I want all of you to try to be happy, try to follow some of the tips that I'm going to be giving in the group. And my job, I feel, I want to help you help yourself with mindfulness, meditation, and meals. So I want you all to have a really good night and enjoy yourselves.